Create a brand that truly represents who you are and the products you sell, as well as building a business that you can scale online. That is what this podcast will help you do. My name is Henry Kaminski Jr., and welcome to the Brand Doctor Podcast.
Let me just make this statement loud and clear. Jersey's here, Jersey's here.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another Brand Doctor Podcast episode. Today we got an amazing guest. What a story when it comes to literally building a brand from scratch and climbing your way to success. It's part of my Brand Accelerator program, and man, I had the honor of working with this fantastic individual over the past, I would say, about 2 months now. Jeez, it's going fast. And the drive and energy and the motivation that this guy has to never settle and to always strive to get better and always surround yourself with people that know what the hell they're doing and not always think you know it all and delegate that out to people that are going to help grow and build the brand to his vision is outstanding. And so I wanted him on the show, not only to get more exposure to his new brand that we are working on, but to tell the story behind how his brand came to life. And so without further ado, I want to introduce Niko Kiouftis to the show, founder of California Grill and CGmeals.com. My man, what is shaking?
What is shaking? What is baking? How is everybody doing today?
Ironic that you say, what is baking?
What is baking? Shaking and baking, baby.
Niko, you have such an amazing backstory of how your family created California Grill. If you've ever been to California, you've probably bumped in, especially Southern California, you've probably bumped into one of his locations. What an inspiring story. I want to, if you could give us a quick 3 or 4 minute story on how CG Meals came to be, just to give our audience a background, that would be awesome. And then we'll talk about how you're pivoting and transitioning and how you're growing the brand in 2021 and beyond.
Yeah, definitely. No, so yeah, California Grill, that started back in 1996. But, the backstory to that before all that started, my father immigrated from over here, hard work, on the boats, young age, very young age, like 13 years old, ran away from home, went straight onto the boats on the cruise ships, and got to Pennsylvania and got off there and then took a flight to Los Angeles. And then from there, the story just, it was from history from there. I mean, it started off with sleeping on potato sacks in the back of restaurants to later owning a restaurant and expanding from there. And then we had our Bob's Burger franchise. We had about 13 restaurants there. And then we went into the restaurant business. We were in the restaurant business, but we got out of the fast food business and went into more of the sit-down family casual restaurants, and that's where we created California Grill in 1996. So from 1996 until now, up until COVID, we've been a family restaurant, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, high volume restaurant. And COVID hit, and we had pivot, just like everybody else. We launched off 21 different types of virtual kitchen, ghost kitchens, and that helped us survive. We doubled down on marketing, we doubled down on Instagram. I started developing CG Meals, which is going to relaunch here very, very soon. Very excited. Our family restaurants, our recipes, everything that we've done for many years, fresh food, fresh ingredients, farm to table, scratch restaurant. That's something that we've been doing since 1996. Everybody's starting to catch on all the foodies, all the trends, this and that, but we've been doing it since back in the day, and now we're just re-envisioning it, and we're bringing it online, and that's where we came up with the the e-commerce brand of CG Meals. Originally started off as a meal kit company or meal prep company for, white label gyms, but, it evolved, and, because we always had family in mind, we saw a big missing part inside of the meal kit industry, and people weren't taking advantage of the families. They weren't feeding the families. I mean, families everything. I mean, you got the busybodies, you got the families, you got your gym goers. There's a big market. There's senior citizens. I mean, there's a lot of different types of customers and consumers that you could get to.
Yeah. So
And
let me slow down
we're
a
just
sec.
providing that
Let me slow
solution.
down a sec. So your father comes over from Greece. He runs away from home, jumps on a ship, gets to Philadelphia,
Yes.
spends some time there, sees that sees all the glitz and glamour of Hollywood and California, and says, I'm gonna make it on this American soil, come hell or high water, and I will get my ass over to California somehow, some way. Gets to California, starts working at a restaurant. He's sleeping on potato sacks, and then eventually works his way up where the guy that he was working for says, I'm retiring. I'm going to throw in the towel. I want you to run my restaurants or restaurant. He does that.
Yeah.
Turns that into gets into the franchising business, has 13 locations. Now little Niko comes along and he just is born into this, but didn't start at the top, apparently. This is the fun story where your father really had you working from the ground up, and there were no gifts given to Niko. Niko had to work for everything to get to where he's at today, where now he is now the I guess you would say owner now, now that, right? And you're the operating, the owner operator of California Grills. You see the restaurant industry getting pummeled by COVID. You see an angle, you see leverage, you see where the industry is going online. And instead of you saying, I'm not doing that, that sounds like a pain in the ass. There's nothing that we're going to look at. There's already 16 companies doing that already. Why would I jump in the ring and try to do it? You said, oh no, we're going in.
100%.
We're going in.
We said, we're going in, we're going to go hard, and we're going to do it 10 times better. And we're going to do it, as fast as we possibly can, I
love it.
And we went in, it's been hard work. It's been hard work. It's always been hard work. It's not easy. The restaurant business is a very tough business. You got to have tough skin, man. You can't handle the heat. Get the hell out of the kitchen.
Literally.
I mean, I've burnt myself. Le Cordon Bleu chef. I've worked for the Marriott Hotel. There's a lot of backstory to this. There's a whole 2.0. So we could go in details, and but
I want to get into some of
sharing.
that. I mean, I want to get into some of the details on that day that you pivoted and you said, you know what, I'm going all in on this. This is the future. Right after this quick little message. If you're a business owner who feels your branding isn't truly representing the value that you deliver, check out this free video training that will help you level up your brand's messaging and online presence so that you can start attracting higher quality clients. Visit www.uniquedesignz with a Z at the end, not an S, .net/level up my branding. Okay, so we are back. We are back. And I now want to get into the details of how CG Meals came to be. So COVID is terrorizing the restaurant business. And you see what's going down. Your doors are closed. Revenue's not coming in. You got to lay everybody off. And you get this idea of we're going to play with the big boys online. Talk to me about that specific day when that exact thought came into your head. Where were you? What were you doing? And how did that play out? You there?
Hello?
Yeah. You there, Niko?
I'm here, brother. I'm here.
Okay.
I have not gone anywhere.
All right. So time. Did you hear all of that, what I just said?
I got the last part. What I got was on the day of COVID, when we heard what was going on.
Yeah, give me that day when you said, I'm going to start playing with the big boys online and we're going to turn this disaster into a online platform.
There was a lot of things going on, you know what I mean? A lot of things going on in my mind, and, had come off hot with, Tony Robbins, Business Mastery, Click Funnels, 10X Growth Con. There was all these things, all these juices brewing up, and that the day of, all this stuff happened, I just went boom, instant winter session mode, and I just went at it. I started working on the virtual brand. I started working on my ghost kitchens. I started working on everything all at the same time. And I just got very creative. I got very hyper focused, and I just worked like crazy. Launched off 21 virtual ghost kitchens that varied in different types of parts of our menu, which, highlighted those items. And that's what we cross-sold just to, survive online. But not only that, I took it a step further with, the meal kit company. And I go, how are we going to get our food to people that know us, that have been to our restaurant and experienced our restaurant and live all over the place, now that they can't get to our restaurant? How are we going to get that food to them? You know what I mean? And I looked at every single meal kit company, and I saw, the same thing, portion control, microwavable food, lunch, TV, dinner boxes kind of deal. And I'm like, what the hell? Why is everybody doing this? Why is everybody, preaching healthy, preaching organic, preaching this, preaching that? But then they're, doing themselves disjustice with dry, leftover, microwaved food. I go, that doesn't make any sense. I go, there has to be a better way. So I went on Facebook, and, while I'm doing all the other stuff, I'm going on Facebook. I'm just going crazy. I'm going 10, I'm on Instagram.
What are you doing
lives? I'm posting.
What are you doing?
We were just posting specials. Hey, we're open. Hey, we're here. Hey, we're down here. We're open. Come through. We have a kiosk. We have a drive-through. I put up a gazebo. We made a takeout drive-through. There was no restaurant that was doing that. We were doing everything that was unique. We were doing free toilet paper with with their food order. We were doing. I came up with everything I could. You can definitely say I took as much as I could. I threw it against the wall and saw what stuck. You know what I mean? I did whatever I could to to bring in the crowd. And in the midst of that, I was working on the meal kit company. I was working on CG Meals. So I came up with the sous vide's been around forever, but I was just like, why doesn't anybody sous vide this stuff? I go, that would be so much better. It'd be way more flavorful.
Folks that don't, and for folks that don't know what sous vide means, tell them what that means.
Okay, so it's just it's a French method of slow cooking your food in a vacuum packed bag. And you drop it in a container, and you cook it at a slow period of time from anywhere between 3 to 6 hours. And it's just the it's a slower process of cooking it is the best way I could explain it.
Got it.
And what we
but your meals don't take 6 hours to cook.
No, no. So we have it's a sous vide process, and it takes eight to
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Eight
So
to 10 minutes.
yeah, it's 8 to 10 minutes, and it's a hot pot of boiling water. Drop your items, your entree, your two sides, whatever you choose, your pasta, whatever you want. We have breakfast, we have lunch, we have dinner, and you drop it in, and it's ready in 8 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And
So
you
I got a
cut it
story.
open, you plate your food.
I got a
Tell me.
story for you. So literally last night, so we ordered CG meals because what I'm doing with Niko is we're going through the process of a rebrand right now. And what I want as the rebrander, if you will, is to get the full experience of the brand. So I had Niko send me a box of food. I picked it. I went on the website and I picked it. I went through the entire experience. I felt there were some rooms for improvement. I found those improvements. We implemented those improvements. Like Niko's a beast when it comes to feedback and implementation. So for you folks out there that are trying to excel, take Niko's advice or follow Niko's actions. And when you get advice, make sure that you take action on it immediately. So he gets all of that flushed out. Now it's a much more seamless process online to order your food. So fast forward, last night, my wife decides to make one of the CG meals. And it was the chicken. It tasted like chicken Alfredo. It wasn't chicken Alfredo, though. It was the chicken dish. It was bow
Chicken
tie.
marsala.
No,
Oh.
it was chicken with bow tie pasta with broccoli. It was, and it had white sauce. So it was like an Alfredo sauce, right?
Oh, okay. All right. So maybe was it okay, so you had the pasta Florentine.
The Florentine. I
Okay.
couldn't think of it. I'm
Okay.
sorry. And I'm Italian. I should know chicken Florentine.
Mamma mia.
Let me tell you something. I sit down, I start eating, and there was no way in hell you could tell me that meal came from a sealed plastic, prepped and cooked in boiling water. There's no way in hell that dish tasted like that. It was amazing. So the quality of this food, my wife was like, you got to ask Niko what the secret is to keeping this food so tasty, because it did not taste like sealed plastic. You're putting the food in boiling water. 10 minutes later, you're plating it, and it tastes like that. So I didn't get a chance to tell you that, and I wanted to tell you right now how
Thank you.
awesome that freaking meal tasted. And we got 3 more to eat. I got the ribs, we got this burrito bowl, and we got one other one that we chose. I forget which one it is, but like, you're lucky, Niko, that I didn't eat all 3 of them in one shot because of how easy it is to make.
I've seen people take it all down in one night.
So let's rewind, guys. So Niko sees a deficiency in the market. He's saying that a lot of these meal kit companies, they're very microwavable type meals. The quality of the food isn't that good. There's a big freaking mess when you go to prep these meals. We've tried all of them, most of them, some of the bigger ones, some of the smaller ones. And my wife is like, she's in the kitchen slaving for like 45 minutes just to prep the damn meal. Then she's got to cook it and then, plate it and all. Here comes CG Meals. Box comes, open it up. All the meals are pre-sealed. Now all my wife needs to do is drop the damn thing into a pot of boiling water. 10 minutes later, she takes it out, plates the meal, and her gavone of a husband and 3-year-old son are now taking down the food faster than we know what to do with it. So the customer experience is so much different now because you, Niko, were impressive, because when we were going through the brand strategy, you had already ordered from all of your competitors, and you've gone through all the experience of what you loved and what you hated, and you were able to take what you loved, applied it to CG Meals, but also added the deficiencies of those other brands now into your brand to help our customers have that experience that you want them to have. And as we were going through the brand strategy, we kept coming back to family. So if you know anything about the Greek culture, the Italian culture, they're very family oriented. And so now CG Meals has a brand strategy statement that is made with love, not with time, because it's so damn easy to create these and make these meals now based on Niko's procedure and how he crafted all of that. And the love you feel when you get the box is just, it's one of a kind. And so I wanted to, again, showcase Niko's ability to get through tough times when your back is against the wall, and figure out where is the leverage, where's the opportunity, what can we do to survive, take action on it, make that happen, do the homework that's needed to find your sweet spot in the market, and then actually go through with it. So here's my question to you as we wrap up. What do you tell an entrepreneur that is facing difficulty right now, feels like there's no other options, feels like they're ready to throw in the towel, maybe I just need to do something else? What do you tell that business owner?
Just keep pushing, keep evolving, keep learning, go back to the plate, learn more. Go back to the whiteboard, fix your procedures, sales and structure, systems and structure, I meant to say. Sales, I mean, customer service, consistency, quality, keep going. Keep going back to the board. I mean, Walt Disney, Steve Jobs, the list goes on. I mean, it's what you got to do. You got to thrive. You got to do it until you get it right, until you get lucky, however you want to put it, just keep doing it. And keep positive and keep a good head on your shoulders.
I love it. So what's the big why behind the California Grill brand? Why, what are you striving for? What's your vision with this brand?
I want it to be generational. I mean, this was left for me by my father. And I just want to make it legendary, And I want to elevate the game. I want to elevate meal prep companies. I want to elevate our brand. I want to show people that you could take a little company and turn it into something else. You could thrive with it. You could grow it. It's like a plant. It's like anything. You take care of it, it'll take care of you.
And where did that drive come from? Is that from your father's struggles in the beginning, and you seeing that and saying, I don't want that? Or is it you? Where did that I know the Greek culture is very hardworking. I have a friend who's Greek.
Yeah.
He owns a couple car washes in town. I get all my cars washed over there, and you can see he's a workhorse. So I know, and the Italians the same thing. We the ones that like to work, the ones that are hardworking, they will go until they can't go anymore, right? So I want to know, where does that drive come from?
I've always had that drive. It was just like my dad, I'm just like him, Yeah. I've always hustled. I've always worked. I mean, I love it. It's just, that's who I am. That's my environment. I love working on solutions. I love fixing things. I love business. You know what I mean? I love different hustles. I love figuring out solutions. I'm creating time, back for people to celebrate with their families and enjoy their families more by providing quality and consistent meals and, dependability. They can depend on us for, a good quality meal. At the same token, spending time with the family,
So it all
And
comes
back
back
in the
down to family.
exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. So, being a restaurateur, and and my dad throughout the years, he'd always work, you know, and the only chance I got to see him was when I worked with him, you
Mhm.
know. So, so it's like, do I want to be in restaurants and working every single day and slaving away, just like most of the restaurateurs do?
Mhm.
And that's the thing. It's like it's a tough business, man. I mean, restaurants in general, it's very difficult. There's a lot of high turnover. There's a lot of moving parts. You got to be tough. And if you're not tough, it's going to eat you alive. And you know um, just by creating systems and structures, and going online, and focusing on technology, I think is going to be an easier way to manage and scale, especially with the future, and what it's going to evolve into. So I believe you got to work smarter, not harder. And by working smarter, that's by putting systems in place. Systems and times. Those are number one things.
Well, you're certainly a testament to working harder and smarter, I would say. I've had, like I said, I've had the honor of working with you over the past few weeks, and I see the dedication you put into this brand. I see how you interact with your team when they're coming into the office while we're on strategy calls, and I see the love that you put into the meals.
Gotta love what you do, man.
And yeah, and you could tell, when somebody loves what they do. It seeps through their pores. And so I wanted to get you on the show to
Thank you.
showcase you, but to also tell the brand story, because it is very inspiring. Your dad's
Thank you.
looking down at you, dude, and from heaven, and saying, "Wow, that's my boy. Look at what he's doing." So
Yeah.
you're making a huge impact. You're making a huge impact on the industry, to your family, to the local community. Like, you're doing amazing work, and as frustrating as building a brand online can be, or building a business in general, we've all had our days. It's not
Oh yeah.
always roses and Range Rovers. I always say that.
Never. 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 It never is. It's just how do you react to it?
Yes.
How do you go about it? How
Mhm.
do you learn from it?
Yeah.
How do you, what do you do differently? And it's up to you to change the momentum, and change the pace, and really control the situation. And it's you look back on everything, and it's really cool. To ever evolve. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean that's what it's about, man. It's just it's how we evolve as humans, and and how you do it in a quicker pace. You know what I mean? So I try to recover a lot faster than than to sit there and like you
Sulk.
know
Sulk.
hey, that's what I no, hey,
Yeah.
we don't have time for that shit. You know what I mean?
No.
Let's just keep moving. Let's go. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna cry about it? No, fuck it. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
That's
You
a
just
great
gotta keep
attitude.
moving on. And you gotta keep building. You gotta be stronger, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's
You have
it.
a
100%.
phenomenal attitude, and it shows through your work, and it shows through the
Thank you.
brand. And I'm so excited to share that with the
Thank you.
world, the new brand of California Grill and CG Meals that will be coming to a home
Thank you.
near you, or to your home very,
Yes,
very
sir.
soon. So, Niko,
Yes, sir.
what link can we send them to get a CG meal delivered to their home?
Yeah. Of course, yeah. So right now we could go to www.cgmeals.com, and you could order from there. We got our breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We ship nationwide. We actually have free shipping right now, so you should definitely take advantage of it. Check us out. You won't be disappointed. And if you are, let me know. I'll make sure we take care of it.
Oh, Niko will definitely make sure you're taken care of. So, guys, go to CG Meals, C as in cat, G as in Gary, meals.com. Again, he said it's free shipping. So at the moment. So go get a few meals. Like we got 4 and I only had 1, but it was so delicious. You would have never thought it came in a sealed container that you boil in hot water. So you gotta try it. You're gonna be blown away, and no mess. My wife had it on my plate in 10 minutes. She knows, because if it's not, I'm biting a finger off or two. Especially when I'm hungry, I get hangry very easily.
That's funny.
And
well,
it's yeah. And my son enjoyed it as well. He kept eating the chicken. I'm like, stop eating all the chicken. Like
I told you, it's kid friendly, man. That's the next move, is gonna be the kid food. We're gonna go. We're gonna start off that line soon.
He kept stealing all the chicken. And I said, Dante, take one more piece of chicken, see what happens.
That's funny. But now you're fighting over food,
right? But we had an amazing experience, and we were making memories.
I love it,
and that's what it's all about. And so, guys, check out cgmeals.com.
Use code lucky one for the code.
Oh, lucky one.
Free shipping.
For free shipping. Okay, so the code for free shipping is lucky one. So go take that opportunity now before it's too late, and go give my man a follow on Instagram, and follow his beautiful family, and follow his journey in entrepreneurship. It's Niko, Niko, preneur, all one word. And give him a follow, and do me a favor. Shoot him a DM and congratulate him on all the hard work he has put in over the past year, where a lot of businesses folded and gave up and threw in the towel. And this kid kept marching. So, guys, we're going to wrap up here. I would love to know what your biggest takeaway was. So do me a favor, screenshot this episode and tag me in your Instagram story, and I will reshare it and show you some love. So have an amazing, Niko, don't go anywhere. I'm going to talk to you behind the scenes.
No worries. I'll be right here, brother. Have
an amazing day, everybody. And we will catch you on the next episode real soon.
We'll see you on 2.0, you guys.